Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Car Question, another video for you. I had a tire problem. The tire was completely worn on my Jeep, and those old Goodyears are more street tire than off-road tires. When it comes to changing tire on my Jeep, Danny is going to be there to help me. Danny, how are you doing?
Good, yourself?
I'm good, thank you also. Danny, let me explain you my problem. Okay, my Jeep tires are worn. You already know that. You checked my tires, and what do you think about them?
They're pretty, it's crap. It's time to change now.
So the tires are becoming more and more slippy during when I'm on water, on wet surface. And I've got a few requests. I need a tire that's going to help me to enjoy the road, because let's say that 80% of the time this Jeep is on asphalt, is on tarmac. And I need also a tire which is going to help me when there's going to be wet grass, when there's going to be mud, that's going to give me the grip that I need. And the last thing that I need is a tire that's going to resist, you know, that little rocks that tends to go right on the side of on the sidewall of the tire. And there you go, you've got some air out. I already patched those at least once, not each of them, but at least once for two of them. And this is a common problem near my place. I've got even some tree. You've got some nice branches that are gonna punch the tire through. I need something that's gonna be resistant for my on-road and off-road use. So what do you have for me?
Since probably 3-4 years, we have a new branch they call the Rotiiva. We have a Rotiiva AT, HT, but in your case, we're going to talk about the Rotiiva AT. It's a more versatile tires. You can use on asphalt. It's going to be a really quiet tires, nice ride. But if you want to go on mud or something like that, or out of road, anywhere, with this tire you will have everything you ask for. And it's a really resistant tire. It's built for mining stuff and stuff like that.
Well, guys, you probably saw our first video with those tires where we talk about it. What I was impressed, and you mentioned it a little bit earlier, how you test those tires in mind. These terrain are really aggressive.
You're right, and when we started with the old model they call the Rotiiva AT. That's why we launched the new model they call the Rotiiva AT Plus. It's more resistant tire, the compound it's harder, and deep thread it's a lot better too. It's a 2/32 more than the former model. Yeah. That's why this product is probably the right application for your Jeep.
It's going to be more adapted to my needs, my on-road, off-road expedition style. Sometime I want to go out, enjoy a trip with my friends with the top down, and I don't want to be stuck in that mud where my friends are used to pass with such easiness, but with my old tire, it was slippery.
That's why we built that type of tire.
This is the big tire. You changed the size in your recommendation. Now look at the size that we have right here. If you can bring it a little bit closer, it's even bigger than my OEM tires.
Yeah, you're right. But the Jeep, that's a good thing with the Jeep. You can play a little bit with the sizes, and that change not the driving comfort and stuff like that. The only thing that will give it more to you, they're going to be a little bit higher, and it's going to be a lot better in the mud and stuff like that.
I already saw some snowflake signs also on this tire. So does it mean that I can use it in winter?
Exactly. It's not like a winter tires, but that will give a really good grip, especially in the first season and second season, because the tread depth it's enough deep. But yes, you can use it for all year long, and a lot of people do it, and they're really happy about it.
I won't be in a hurry to change those tires when winter is going to come. I can wait for at least 1 or 2 snowfalls, and it's going to be okay. That's a good thing. I love that. So here we go. We're going to put those big tires. I think they're heavy. Can you lift them?
I can do it, but yeah, it's pretty heavy tires.
Don't break your back, Danny. Listen, Danny, thank you for the tire recommendation. So here we go, guys. We're going to try this tire to see how well they handle also on-road and off-road. You're going to get my comments. And Danny, be sure you will get also my comments about this tire to see how well they handle.
I'm sure of that. Thank you for the invitation, Mathieu.
selling your tire is not an easy task. There is so much product on the market, and the bad part of it is that you can look, you can touch, but you cannot try them on your vehicle. So it's kind of hard to find a tire that's gonna adapt to your style of living, to your style of vehicle. So right now, a Jeep, you know, I told my preference to Danny, and he said, Matt, you ought to try the Rotiiva AT Plus. And I'm quite surprised on how well it handles on the road. You know, the Jeep is not one of the most sound isolated vehicle that you can find around, and look at that. I'm rolling on the road right now, 60 kilometers per hour, and even with the top open, you cannot hear those tires. So you got a great deal of comfort, of noise, road comfort with those. Also, when it comes to getting in the off-road territory, you know, guys, I'm not a mud fanatic. I'm not the guy who will get his Jeep in 4 foot of mud. That's not what I want. I want light off-road, you know, going up some hill, going in some road where only bulldozer or I don't know, timberjack have been there. Well, you know, where I can get to with my Jeep. But you know, this road contains some hazards, sharp rocks, you've got some stick that can poke through your tire, and I want a tire that's going to be resistant. And I have rolled this tire and I went in those wood, right there on those branches, on these 3 stumps where usually another tire wouldn't resist, and guess what? It hold up so much. But hey, why not enjoy that off-road with the top down? You know, that's what I like. Oh, little traction there, boom. So much fun. One thing that I like right now with the Nokian AT Plus is the wear indicator that you're gonna find on it. So easy to read, it's in percentage, and you even got a snowflake symbol. And that symbol will tell you if your tires are still good to go out there during winter, because yes, these tires can do all 4 seasons. Also, you saw me going through that mud, you saw me going through that wood. I'm still in that wood once again, and you saw those really sharp branch tree stump, everything that was there. Usually those OEM tire wouldn't have resisted that, but those tires sure did a good job at resisting. I didn't even lower the pressure. I think that you should do, by the way, when you're going into off-road territory. So you've got a good 3D size that's gonna hold the tire together when you're gonna be cornering, so it's gonna give you a good road handling. And another thing, Nokian has tell us that these tires will last, and I'm quite happy to see how well also they will leave the mud on the ground when I'm gonna start rolling back on that tarmac. Good job, Nokian, on these tires, because I love them right now. So there you go, guys. I hope you liked that little tire testing. As you can see, there is no modification required to go in that size of tire with a Jeep Wrangler, and man, the traction is completely different from the OEM tire. Remember, if you have any question or you just want to ask Danny about Nokian tires, feel free to comment in the section down there below. And by the way, I can answer also your question. And if you like the video, do a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, because this is not gonna be our last video. Probably we're gonna test some other tires also. Well, if you got inspiration, feel free also to tell us, and subscribe to the channel Car Question. See you later, guys.